In the shadows of Anatolia's rugged hills, a small but ambitious clan began its ascent. Osman I was no ordinary chieftain. His eyes, fierce and unyielding, reflected a dream that stretched beyond villages and castles. They say he walked the night, listening to whispers of destiny carried by the wind, whispering that one day his name would echo across continents. But building an empire is never just a tale of glory. Osman faced rivals, both external and within his own family. Betrayals, shifting alliances, and unexpected wars tested him. Yet each victory, each carefully planned negotiation, added brick by brick to the foundation of what would become a superpower. The Ottomans didn't just conquer, they absorbed. Conquered towns were rebuilt, their leaders offered roles in the new administration. People were drawn not by fear alone, but by vision, by the promise of order, prosperity, and purpose. Generations passed, and the empire grew. Each sultan had his own style, some fierce warriors, others masterful statesmen. Murad I, Osman's grandson, expanded into the Balkans. The Battle of Kosovo in 1389 became legendary, where Murad's forces faced a coalition of Christian armies determined to stop the Ottoman tide. The battle was brutal. Historians debate the exact numbers, but what is certain is that the Ottomans emerged with their dominance intact. It was a time of paradox. On one hand, the battlefield was a scene of unimaginable violence. On the other, the empire's administration was revolutionary. They introduced systems for taxation, law, and governance that were ahead of their time. The devshirme system, though controversial, created a disciplined army of Janissaries who would serve the Sultan faithfully, forming the backbone of Ottoman military might. No story of the Ottoman Empire can skip the conquest of Constantinople. It was 1453, and the world watched as Sultan Mehmet II, barely 21 years old, set his sights on the impregnable city. Armies marched, cannons roared, and the air was thick with anticipation and fear. Byzantium had resisted invaders for over 1,000 years, yet Mehmet's determination was unmatched. Legend says that Mehmet walked along the walls of his camp at night, imagining the city in ruins. When the final assault came, it wasn't just brute force, it was ingenuity. He ordered giant cannons to be built, some weighing over 20 tons, capable of shattering stone walls. Ships were dragged overland to bypass enemy defenses, and when the gates finally fell, a new era began. Constantinople became Istanbul, the beating heart of the Ottoman Empire. The city was transformed. Hagia Sophia, once a Byzantine cathedral, became a mosque. Markets flourished, scholars migrated from all corners of the empire, and Istanbul became a hub of trade, culture, and knowledge. This was not just conquest, it was rebirth. Fast forward a century, and the empire had reached a size no one could have imagined. Suleiman I, later known as Suleiman the Magnificent, ruled from 1520 to 1566. His reign was the golden age of Ottoman civilization. Military campaigns extended the empire to the gates of Vienna. Yet Suleiman was more than a conqueror. He was a reformer, a lawgiver, a patron of art. Suleiman codified laws to bring justice to the diverse peoples under his rule. From Anatolia to the Balkans, Christians, Muslims, and Jews lived under a single system of governance. Art, architecture, and literature flourished. The Blue Mosque rose in Istanbul, poetry and calligraphy adorned palaces, and Istanbul became a city of unmatched beauty. Yet, behind the splendor, the court was a maze of intrigue. The harem was not just a home for the sultan's family, it was a center of political influence. Women like Hurrem Sultan, Suleiman's trusted wife, shaped politics in ways that historians still marvel at today. Every empire has secrets, and the Ottomans were no different. From hidden passages in palaces to cryptic codes in official letters, whispers of conspiracy and hidden treasures circulated for centuries. Some say Suleiman hid vast riches, only to be rediscovered by fate. Others tell of spies operating in the shadows of European courts, shaping events far from Istanbul. These mysteries add layers to the empire's story, making it more than history. It becomes legend. And this is the Ottoman legacy, a blend of power, culture, intrigue, and secrets that continue to fascinate the world today.